Hello everyone, my name is Lorthorn and welcome to Every Spell in Electro Bob's Wrong Mod. Welcome to Every Spell in Iron's Spells and Spellbooks, with 2 add-ons as well. That being Illage and Spell Age, Iron Spells add-on, and T.O. Magic and Extras, Iron Spells add-on. So we got 2 delicious, scrumptious add-ons as well as all the base spells to go look at and play with and poke and prod and wibble and wobble and cast spells about with, yes. Right, so let's collect up a nice bundle of spells here. First, we have the Invocation spells. The spells that are hearkened most closely to Minecraft in its core vision. Beginning with Chain Creeper. Summons a bunch of creepers around the target and boom, they explode. Very nice. Then Fang Strike, which is just the Invoker's Fang Strike. Fang Ward is the burst of Fang Strike around you in the AoE. Firecracker is a firework. I love fireworks. Gust sends out a little gust of wind. Oh, well, that's rather boring. Well, what if we do it to a husk? Shapow! And invisibility makes us completely invisible. Lob Creeper is just chucking the explosive creeper head. Shield is a very cool spell because it creates a giant shield which absorbs projectiles and shimmers, and is also a block you can stand on, so there's possible waves that could drive it for maneuverability and climbing, although it's rather difficult to manage it. But you could play an interesting mini game if you had a friend, where you basically do this and then they can walk along the top. That's pretty cool. Spectral Hammer breaks breakable blocks. Well, no, it breaks mineable blocks, or blocks that it considers mineable. That being stuff like dirt and gravel. Shabam! Summon Horse. Summons a horse. Summon Vex. Summons a Vexing Companion. And it'll act like all Vexes. If you attack something, they'll attack something, as most summons do, besides basically the horse. Silken Breath shoots out a cloud of spider breath. It's kind of gross. Arrow Volley. Target, target. Shoot, 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 shoot. Very fun spell. I like it quite a bit. Ashen Breath sends out a very nasty blindness. Lingering Stain confuses me, as it covers you with a lingering strain. I don't know what that means. Restorative Rain is slapstick gold. Or rather, comic book sound effects anyways. Lots of healing, lots of health potions. And Wololo. Classic Age of Vampires, of course. And that is all the invocation spells, unless I miss one, which then it is not all of them, but we'll pretend that it is. Alright, next on to air magic. In reality, when I say air magic, it's mostly lightning magic. The first of our spells is Ascend. It's sent to flying up in the air after striking the ground with a bolt of lightning. Then we have Chain Lightning. Particularly fun when it does the multi-bounce. Boink, boink, boink. Shard Scroll just makes your magic stronger. You a little bit faster and better at fighting. Electrocute is Lightning Hands. You get to feel like Emperor Palpatine. That's fun. Lightning Bolt. Bolt of Lightning. Lightning Lance is you huck a lightning bolt a bit like Zeus. Shockwave is kind of like this AoE burst. Pretty cool. Just hit everything with a burst of lightning. Thunderstorm puts an effect on you, which makes you call down your own personal lightning storm on things that are around you. Ball Lightning is a bouncing lightning ball of doom. It travels through living targets, but when it catches up with walls, it bounces. So used in the right situations, it's exceptionally deadly. EMP Pulse I don't entirely understand, because it's just a little wave that EMP-ifies things. Rapid Laser is you shoot lasers. I'm not strictly certain why this is lightning magic or electric. I mean, it's kind of technological, so that's probably the logic behind it. Still a little strange. And Death Laser also follows this vein. You shoot a death laser. Not sure how else to describe it, really. And our last 2 are summons. They're a little strange. So one is Magnetron, which I thought was Megatron. I was very disappointed when I did not get Megatron. Instead I got this thing, which sometimes is like a magnetic golem that grabs blocks and uses them, and other times just does nothing. It's weird. And then we've got Summon Predator, which does not summon the Predator. Instead, it creates this robot with a saw that fires lasers and saws things. And that's the lightning magic, which turns into robot magic halfway through. A little strange. Next, blood magic. Blood, yes. Blood magic's cool. At first I thought it'd cost you health. It doesn't. It can give you health, but it doesn't cost health. We've got acupuncture, just summons a bunch of needles. We've got blood needle, which summons a bunch of needles. Blood slash. Not a needle this time. It's a slash of blood. Whoa, that's different. Blood step is like a little teleportation and leaves you invisible afterwards. It does sort of show the path that you went, but besides that, this is cool. Good sound effects too. Devour is a big angry red mouth. Alright, Heartstopper. I think it makes you immune to the warden trying to find you, but I'm not 100% certain on that, so don't quote me on that. Raise the Dead. Raise is a little undead minion to hang out with you. Ray of Siphoning, if you're hurt, will damage the target and heal you. Sacrifice blows up your own summons, dealing a good burst of damage. Wither Skull fires a exploding Wither Skull. Vigor Siphon applies an effect to you, which I think makes your current HP deal extra damage to your targets. And then Eek is how you jump scare yourself. Blood Howl is, once equipped, you fire an explosion twice. That's kind of its whole thing, is it fires explosions and it's got charges. Nocturnal Swarm summons a bunch of bats. And Call Forth the Dead King summons the final boss of the mod, or you can go find him. It's just an alternative way to do it. Next we have fire magic. Blaze Storm. Sounds very fancy. It's actually just the blazes shoom 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 attack. So nothing actually super fancy. Then Burning Dash is you go forward in a little flaming spin and you hurt things, and it's a maneuvering spell. At higher levels it's much better. Fireball. Classic D&D spell. I cast Fireball. Boom. Fireball. Firebolt. Classic D&D spell, but it's just a little firebolt. Actually not classic, it's like from 5th edition or something. Fire Breath. What you expect is another one of the breath attack spells. You get to modulate your hands. And Magma Bomb. Just a explosive thing you can lob that then sets the ground on fire. Firewall. Set a location to start, and then it will travel to the next location you're looking at, so the firewall. Heat Surge is a little shaboom of heat. Sends out this wave. One of the really cool things is it spreads out along the corners. That's nice. Look at that. Flame Strike is you do a little flame flash. Flame Strike. And Scorch is you just choose an area to burst into fire. So, burn. Boom. That area is now on fire. Flaming Barrage is you go, alright. You will be on fire, and 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 you will be on fire. And then it just sends it to all the targets. Right, Annihilate has caused a lot of destruction already. It needs a target, so we'll put down... Well, that's the target there, yes. So, this is Annihilation. It's a thermal nuclear laser beam. Very destructive, very fun. You get your own little mushroom cloud, too. I mean, this is only level 1, so like most of these spells I'm doing at level 1, but let's max level Annihilate, eh? Oh my. Wow. That's fun. Lava Bomb. It fires fall that then actually leaves lava behind, which is quite messy. Burning Judgment is basically these little vents of flame in the direction you're looking at, and then they explode. Nice around the end. A Meteor Storm, of course. Going to add a lot more fire to any situation. And then Ignite Onslaught just summons some boys for you. It summons the lads, the Berserker, and the Revenant. They're like super blazes. Hello, lads. Alright, these next new spells require magic items, and the final one does not. To Extinct. Sorry, Gauntlet of Extinction. So, I think that thing is thoroughly extincted multiple times now. The Infernal Devastator is fun, right? Because you can hold down right click, and then it pulls out this cannon and goes shaboom! That's so cool. But then you use its actual spell. And it's just this boring little flame slash. Really long cooldown as well. Highly disappointing. And then finally have Blazing Imprint, which basically summons a bunch of devils up from hell that then fall back down again, dealing damage. Right, well, now that everything's thoroughly on fire, we shall move on to what will suffice next, which is ice. Not as cool as fire, but, well, it's actually a lot more cool than fire if you really think about it. Okay, ice time, Cone of Cold, and various other spells. Okay, so, Cone of Cold is going to be chilly. It's just constant cold. Frost Step leaves a little frozen you behind that will then explode. Ice Block is the Icy Altar spell. Shadoink. Icicle, basic snowball projectile of doom. That's chilling. Summon polar bear. Summons a polar bear. Then Frost Ray. Very pretty spell. I love the way it comes out. That little shoot, like that. That blast is very pretty. Alright. Frost Wave is little, just makes everything chill. Chill out, bad boy. Curse Blast, well then you can go boom and shoot out that shockwave like it's a giant cannon. Hellbeard Horizon. One just spikes out of the ground. That's cool. Despair, which is a hurrah. Shoot out a blade. 2 charges. Stinky Steed summons a giant gummy worm that then burrows underground and falls through the world. There he is. And there he goes. Bye. Curse Revenant Axe Doom summons 2 Droogers. Little Drooger and a big one. So, first big boy. Hello. And then the little boy. Oh, look at them go. They're so happy. Trying to murder the target. Yeah, that's ice magic. I like the undead at the end. They're cool. The fire is still better. And then we've got nature magic, which is really just poison magic, if we're going to be honest. Spit some poison. Give them a little bit of blight. Shoot a poisonous arrow. Spray poison at them. Make it rain poison on them. Then root them up for good measure. It's just like all the miserable things. It's like the worst parts of being in a hazardous fantasy jungle. Now you think Aspect of the Spider will make it so you can climb walls. It doesn't. Oh, there we go. Aspect of the Spider. You deal additional poison damage. Firefly. No. That's like constant damage. Oak Skin gives you damage resistance. Stomp. You get to feel like an earthbender. Cause little ripples. Earthquake is that just everywhere all at once. It is visually cool. And then Gluttony makes it so you recover mana. Okay. Is it you recover mana when you eat? It must be that. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay. Pumpkin Spice Latte. Fires out a... oh dear. Not there. Blew up all the other spells. Dragline. Dragline's cool. So you go Spiderweb. And then the target gets pulled towards you. Of course, if it's walking the opposite direction, it kind of doesn't work. Stein Cascade. Stellan Cascade. Is drop a bunch of rocks from the sky. Aerial collapse. Oh, this one's actually really cool. It looks much better on flat ground. We'll do it over here. Alright. Here we go. Whoa! Bam! Alright, it's cool. Primal Pack. We'll summon a T-Rex and a little raptor. A little heads. And then a primordial steed. Gives you this big chunky boy to ride. Now on to Nether Magic. Right, counter spell counters another person's spell. So cool effects. I guess we could fight a wizard. Right, counter spell, counter spell. Aha! Well, my dragon's breath you. Yeah, well. Anyways. Evasion actually should be useful in fighting him too, as I believe it gives you the evasion of Enderman. His attacks should miss us. Aha! Magic arrow. And then magic missile. Starfall. This one's fun. Basically channel area and call down little blazing stars to strike the spot. Teleport gives you the Enderman's teleport. Summon Ender Chests gives you an inventory. Recall sends you back to your spawn. So, whatever spawn you have set, you will go back. Portal, you can set Portal A, Portal B. That's just like the portal gun. Oh no! Void Erupt is a little strange. You shoot a projectile that sends these things out. I have no idea it requires a spell book, maybe because the higher levels, I guess you cast them multiple times. It's interesting enough looking. Echo Strike is once you hit a target, you hit them twice. And it does a little AoE burst, so other things also get hit by it. Which is, that's cool. A Black Hole is going to be very messy, so we'll just cast it over here. Now it doesn't tear up the terrain, but it will drag other things into its event horizon and mugwump them. Cursed Minefield. Summons a bunch of these mines. There we go. Ah, got him. Orbiting Void makes a bunch of little floating eyeballs fly around you, and then they will go and attack things. A constant little flurry of death and destruction and doom. Vortex Uppercut. It's just fun. Eternal Sentinel will summon a Grumpy Golem. An Astral Sense lets you see things briefly and tells you how far they are away as well. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. And now onto Water Magic. Oh, we've made it past the point of no return. Back to where the original recording ended when I didn't feel it. Had to take a break with this one, right at the beginning, because I just felt immediate despair about how my throat was sore again, and I've been sore for a long time, and I'm itchy all the time now. That hasn't been that way for a long time, so yeah, well, such is life. Vortex of the Deep Scroll. Well, that is quite the starting spell, isn't it? It's legging out my game. Yeah, that's a constant DPS. That is brutal. This is also like the spell at level 1. It is a legendary spell, to be fair. Very rude. Alright, Bubble Spray. It's a nice little breath attack spell. Much better. Hydro Shot. Bloop. Bloop. Oh, this is cool. This is like water bender. Oh. You rise up and target this. That's fun. I like that. Very good. Okay, next spell. Jet Stream. You have to cast it while swimming. And then it makes you swim really fast. Echo of the Abyss. Also has to be cast underwater. There you go. Now you can swim freely. Oh, what a happy face he has. Now go murder him. Good giant fish. Rainfall. Makes rain in a localized area. Flood Slash. Little bubbly boobly. Coral Barrage, which you choose a target. And then colorful missiles strike them. Tidal Grasp. You yoink come in and then you give them the old 1-2 punch. Floodgate. Cast on yourself. What does that do? Increase max health. Ooh, okay. Tsunami. Boom! Giant waves. Which, always terrifying. This is why I don't want to live near the sea. Alright. Trident. You can throw it and summons a portal. Ooh, lightning. But you can also cast a spell. That spell is a little water slash. Sometimes the spell seems like a worse secondary. It's an easy mod. Onwards. Next on to some holy magic. Now that we're done getting all wet. Angel Wings and various other things. Angel Wings gives you a Elytra. Whee! And go play Quidditch. Alright, can I don't think I'll have enough height. Oh, just got through. That's like 5 points. That's how you play Quidditch. Blessing of Life requires a target. Of course it does. And that heals someone. Fortified, that's a nice one. So, that gives you an AoE of Fortitude. So it's always nice to get some extra fortuitous health. Greater Heal. Observe. I shall now heal myself with magic. Guiding Bolt, classic D&D spell. Illuminates the target so they're easier to crit now. Healing Circle. Constant little zone of... Oh, look at that! I'm regenerating in the circle. And the heal scroll. Quick cast, quick heal. Alright, Sunbeam. It's the Holy Smite Ray of Doom. Wisp. Send me a cute little wisp, but then kamikazes into them, so it's kamikaze Navi. Divine Smite is a little shaboom around yourself. Haste. Well, attack speed, marriage, and speed and time reduction. Cleanse. Cleanses negative debuffs. So, Turtle Master can become useful if you cleanse yourself. And Sword of the Ancient. Summons a dude with a sword. Oh, he's cool looking too. Go get him, boy. Look at his combos. He's like a giant cobalt gladiator. And then a Desert Dweller. Will summon his little friends. Well, they're actually also quite big. A little assassin one and a little wizard one. And finally, with the holy magic done, we go on to the, not exactly unholy magic, that's the more the blood magic. We go on to the abyssal magic. We need to unlock all abyssal magic with the abyssal scrolls. So that's the Eldritch manuscripts. They're not abyssal, it's the Eldritch, and then you can unlock all of them. And they're all fun spells. The abyssal magic's actually pretty cool. So we got Abyssal Shroud, which gives us this mysterious Abyssal Shroud. Skulk Tentacle. That's everyone's favorite. That's AoE of Yamate Kudasai. Sonic Boom! Planar Sight just lets you see everything. And Telekinesis is one of my favorites. You failed me for the last time. Basically, to levitate someone. You can also end it early. Eat! Which makes it good fun. And then Eldritch Blast. Which just fires a bunch of little blasts out for you. Just like in D&D, but not exactly. Alright. Venomous Rebirth. summons this nightmare entity, which I hate. God, he is like a spider with a villager. He is so unpleasant. So incredibly unpleasant. Yeah, we're going to get rid of him. Missile Blast. It's like the Annihilation Ray, but purple. Shadow Miasma. Sends out this giant shockwave, which makes Abyssal Strike amplified. Spectral Blink teleports you to an entity within the detection range that you're looking at. So this is nifty, because let's say he's behind this block here, right? We go, I see you. And then we teleport to it to get to him. Reversal, I cannot figure out. I think it reflects projectiles? I think I hit him back there after he damaged me? Or is it you take damage and you hit them again? I have no idea. Supposed to hold a weapon while you do it. Next we have the Forgotten Beast, which summons this nightmare monster. I guess he is going to mess up this poor target dummy. Blackout. Huh? Forces you. That's cool. Forces you into second person. Oh, it's giving everyone darkness. Unpleasant. And then finally, we got Psychobolt, which is basically another one of these targets. Multiple people. Little projectiles go flying around. Shenanigans. And that's all the spells. So yeah, what's your favorite spell of the Iron spells? There's a lot of them, eh? With those add-ons anyways, there's quite a few. Yeah, that's a fun little project which I tried to throw together and messed up, and tried to throw together and messed up, and it's finally done, and dealing with a few new problems in life that will need ironing out, but they are slightly affecting my ability to record. So hopefully we'll get that all sorted out without too much drama or pain. We'll have to see though. Okay, cool beans. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you Butch Feathers for sponsoring these videos. And next time, something besides Iron Spells. Okay. See ya.